ever since I quit my job about 7 months ago, life has just been even more exciting, to be honest. And this week is probably the most exciting week I've ever had in my entire life. So I thought, why not bring you along with me and show you what it's like ever since I've left my job at Heathrow Airport. What has life been like? And on Friday, we're traveling to another place, and that's probably gonna be the most exciting day ever.
Exhilarating experience
Of your life?
Yes, hello.
We're about to make our way to Farnborough.
Let's get the day going. Let's have some watermelon.
Some watermelon. Farnborough Airshow, here we come.
Yeah, we're going to Farnborough. It's gonna be amazing.
Just arrived. This is the car park right here, and you gotta grab the buses to actually get to the main event. Said the weather was gonna be nice, and it started to rain. Dressed like it's summer, but I just never trusted it. It's raining.
We come from a convertible car into a convertible bus. We're the only ones outside. You know why? Because we're the new gen. There's some nice views out here.
Alright, we have arrived. Take a look at that, on the way. The noise is unbelievable. Welcome to the airshow. Got a few friends that I need to try and find. So yeah, let the adventure begin. Let's go. Aerospace Global News. This guy right there is the CTO Boeing. What was your first Farnborough experience?
So far so good. We just spoke to the CAA themselves.
The Civil Aviation Authority. And it's always funny because the CAA, when I used to work in industry, like there's so much fear associated with the CAA because they're regulators and they make sure you don't go properly. But now I walk up to the CAA, they're all my mates. I just walk up and say hello and then, you know, just get on with it. And look, you got so many cool stuff.
Just hanging around.
The Canadians are in the house.
People seem to forget that CEOs and directors, they're just humans.
100%. 100%. Let's chat to them and that's a joke as well.
You can be funny.
You can be funny.
Talk about something interesting, intellectual, whatever way you want. But they are just humans. So just remember that.
100%.
Don't shy away.
Welcome to the space zone. So, this is nice. This is like the space version of the Farnborough Airshow. Oh, look at that. This stuff is amazing. So take a look at this aircraft. It's actually something that takes payloads up into space. This is a cross section of what it could look like. On the inside, the air comes in here at faster than the speed of sound. It gets diffused and slowed down until it gets to this area here where it doesn't just get slowed down, but also gets cooled. You have liquid hydrogen, extremely flammable. You gotta always be careful, but the air comes in through here, gets distributed evenly, and then it goes in through the actual engine and then out the other side. And of course, there's a nozzle on the end so they can speed it up. But this is what it looks like. And this right here is actually the payload that can actually get taken up into space. The maximum payload, 350 kilos. You can see, take a look at this. This is basically like a different solution to the stuff that you might see at SpaceX to get payloads into space. So this space basically is all about space. All the different companies doing all the different things. You got the likes of Airbus, you got Spaceport Cornwall, you got a nice Earth there as well. Very, very nice. So we're leaving the space zone. We just had a sick interview with the astronaut, Mr. Tim Peake. Now we are in hall. Which hall are we in? Do you know? Any idea what hall we're in? I have no idea. Okay, this is hall 3. There's too many halls, but we're looking for the government section. I'm actually about to interview the Secretary of State, who is a government official that basically looks after the whole of the transport sector of the UK. I've got 5-minute slot with her, and I'm literally going to be making my way there right this very minute. So I just interviewed the Secretary of State for the transport for the UK. She's literally the most senior person in the whole of the government when it comes to transport and looking after the transport of our country. She's very young, enthusiastic, energetic. Seems like she wants to make a lot of cool changes. Asked her about a few questions about how she would inspire more young girls into this industry. Pretty cool. You can see the video on my TikTok, stuff like that. Mo, how's your first ever Farnborough experience going? While I smash into some biscuits.
Well, definitely won't be the last. No, that was really fun. Really enjoyed it so far, and we're not even halfway through the day yet.
It's not even 12, by the way.
It's not even 12.
And we've already interviewed Tim Peake, an astronaut, and the Secretary of State for the UK. That is crazy.
2 big people. And now we have a couple minutes just to have a little snack. This is the first crunch. But yeah, on to the next one.
Just interviewed Secretary of State. She's just a normal human being, but that was cool.
Yep.
Next on the agenda, we are going to see Joby. Joby makes flying taxis, pretty much. They have a replica or it's a real one, I'm not sure. There, we're going to go and meet their head of comms. He's a friend of mine. I met him at an event the other day. We're going to go check him out, see what's happening.
We'll see what's popping.
Hey man, that's popping, man. Look at that. What a beautiful view. This aircraft is literally the future. It is a flying taxi. Takes off like a helicopter, gets to the middle of the sky, tilts its rotors forward and then off it goes. It can do 200 miles per hour. It can travel for over 100 miles. And look at it. It is literally the vision of the future. These parts of the rotor are actually designed specifically to be as silent as possible, inspired by nature to be as silent as possible. When you actually go in the corner there and actually put on the headphones to see how noisy this thing is, you realize it is completely silent. And look at it. It takes 4 passengers plus a pilot, and it is literally what the future is going to look like. That's what Joby does. Joby makes these things. We just had an interview with a few people from the Civil Aviation Authority. The first one is the actual chair of the Civil Aviation Authority. The next one we had with Joby. So obviously we met Joby, people who make flying planes. That was pretty cool. We met the head of comms, the deputy head of comms, and loads of cool, interesting people. And now we're about to go outside and meet even more people. I have a few people that are waiting for me so that we can go and meet up with them as well. So now we're going towards the juicy part of the air show. Raza was like, why are you spending so much time inside when this is where the content happens, the bit on the outside. Day 1 of this week is Farnborough Airshow. That's where we are right now. See all the airliners all parked up, everyone's chilling.
That was very military.
Look at where the next day has brought us. Welcome to day 2 of this day 2 of this vlog. We have come to this place. This, if you don't know, is Royal Holloway University. There is a conference here about drone technology and about how drones are going to revolutionize the world that we know. We need to find parking so that we can park up because we're actually a little bit late. So this is Royal Holloway University on the other side. So not only do they have nice fancy old school buildings, they also have a forest. Trying to make sure we don't get lost. Google Maps is coming in.
My favorite app. Oh, I love Google Maps.
I completely forgot to vlog this experience. But me and Hassan is the author of The Unfair Advantage. If you don't know, it's an amazing book. I'll put a picture of it right here. Amazing book, talks about how you can find the thing that you already have, what it takes to be successful. How can you find it? It's the blueprint about how to find it. I'd recommend it. But yeah, me and Hassan are just catching up.
And I'm having Iraqi fish.
Yep, Iraqi fish. As you can see, I've already destroyed my chickens. There's nothing left of it. Today's been good. We're at Royal Holloway, literally done. Brother done his thing. I came to see Hassan. Tomorrow is the day. Next time I see you, it's going to be tomorrow morning. The next 2 days of this epic week were spent in Budapest with the one and only David Coulthard, one of the most famous Formula 1 racing drivers of our time. We got a chance to spend an entire 2 days with him in Budapest. So if you want to check that out, I'm going to put the link in the description or right up here where you can click on it and check it out. But if you don't want to check that out and you want to go straight to Friday, take a look at what happened. So at the start of this video, I let you know that the last day of the whole week is going to be the most exciting. And that is today. Let's get ourselves checked in. So I have insider information about the fact that the plane that we're gonna get on potentially might say Team Hungary on it. Potentially. The Wizz Air, basically Wizz Air, has taken one of their planes and wrote Team Hungary on the back, on the end of it for the Olympics. Look at the patriotism. Look at the patriotism. I saw this airport a couple of days ago from the outside, and from the inside, it doesn't disappoint. It's a very, very nice terminal building. Nice one big open space, high ceilings, sun coming down, plenty of light. And this is a very nice sort of feel to it. Kind of gives me Terminal 2 vibes, but actually more space to breathe. Very, very nice. I'm just gonna sit down, crack through some emails before I have to head over to my flight. If this ain't a clue as to where we're going, then you have no idea. The team is all here. Let me know in the comments, surely you get it by now. Where am I going? Surely you understand. So look, this is the Team Hungary aircraft, and that's a Team Hungary athlete right there. There's more athletes coming as well. It's the whole team for the Olympics are making their way to Paris right now, and I'm on the same flight as them. Found any Lime scooters while I'm here, but I found a Lime bike just as good. Grabbed one, came down. The opening ceremony this year, I was reading about it on the way in. They're doing something very, very different to the usual opening ceremony for Olympic Games. Usually an opening ceremony for the Olympic Games, they'd all do it in a stadium. They do laps of the track, etc., with the torch, yada yada yada. This time they hit it completely differently. The way that they're gonna do it this time is they're actually gonna basically take the athletes down the river on boats and deliver them to the Eiffel Tower, basically. And apparently it's gonna be a whole show. That's going to be interesting to witness. I don't know where I'm going to witness it from, but this is the start point of the whole shebang. So literally the river's just ahead over there. I'm making my way downtown. Making my way. Selves ready for 7:30 p.m. Right now it's 3, I think this is still London time. It's probably 4:20 p.m. right now. But in the meantime, I'm actually really hungry. Look at that. Look how nice that is. It's a community. Doesn't stop them from coming to the Olympics, that's for sure. Very inspiring. Let the games begin. So this is the queue, which should be joining to the back of right now, to be honest. But let's see how far it goes. Let's see what's happening at the end of this queue. Mexico, Germany, England, Georgia. People from all over the whole world have come to watch the Olympics. Those were all the boats. My friend called me. He's like, "Oh, how's it going?" He was sat in his nice, warm living room watching it on the TV. Meanwhile, I'm here in the rain. See, today was a perfect example of making a decision that the future you will thank you for. I walked out the house literally just in a t-shirt, like a nice cotton t-shirt, and I thought to myself, oh my god, look, I still didn't manage to stage right. But I thought, you know what? I bought a waterproof jacket with me because I knew it was gonna rain. I checked the weather from way back when, and I left the house without it, and then I checked the forecast and I realized this is just gonna get worse. So I literally spun the bike around, went back to the hotel, got my waterproofs and came back, and I'm glad I did because it went from bad to worse and worse and worse. And look, everyone's just walking home now because it was not the one. Not today, mate, not today. We meet again, but this was literally the only way to get home because the metro's closed and it's like an hour walk. But it's a 20-minute one of these, all right? I guess this is it. No matter the situation, I will get a Lime bike. No matter. Look at this. Gotta do what you gotta do, mate. I like in Paris, they got these little cycle lanes. They make it very clear where you should and shouldn't be. Just like that, the adventure has come to an end. I hope you've had an amazing time watching me travel from Farnborough Airshow, Royal Holloway on Tuesday, and Wednesday we're in Budapest, Luton and Budapest, and then Friday in Paris, and now Saturday heading back to London. What an unbelievable week. This week has been probably the craziest week of my life, and it ends with another journey down an air bridge, heading towards another airplane, another adventure. Make sure you subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought about this video, let me know if you liked it. I'm thinking of just documenting more of my journey. If you want to see more of this stuff, then subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more different things. I'll make it happen. Let's see.